Emerald Rocks. What's up, guys? Yeah, we're still doing it. This week, we've got a multifaceted individual he's got his hands in a little bit of everything. Say hi to Grant Fithen, folks. What's up, dude?
Hello, what's
Good
up, man?
to see you.
Good to see you, bro.
You're a busy guy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You had a show right before you came here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
And like, so for me, I'm on an old fart, you know. I mean, I've been around the scene for a million years, and all of a sudden, this kid just shows up. And he's booking bands, and he's playing shows, and he's smoking the jazz scene, and doing rock shows and country shows.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? Yeah. So tell me about Grant Fithen, the man.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So I feel I got into music late, is what I would say. Some people might disagree. But you see the kids that are 9 years old, prodigy. You know, that was not me.
Yeah.
I started learning when I was either late 16 or early 17.
Right.
And just fell in love with it. Was taking guitar lessons with a guy named Tim McGahee, who's a phenomenal flat pick bluegrass guy.
Oh, right.
And he kind of showed me the way and a bunch of the theory and all that kind of stuff. And I was really interested in the theory. For a long time, I dove into the theory so hard that I knew way more than I could play. Right. And then kind of went backwards from there and trying to learn it all. Whereas a lot of guys are the other way. You know, someone like Tyler McAreath that we were talking about earlier, he's able to play it all, and now he's going back and learning the theory. So we're kind of approaching it from two different angles.
Yeah, see, I didn't either. So,
yeah. I really got into the music, and so I went to Emerald College and WT for it. And at WT, I had to do a 6-month internship for my music industry degree. And I did a booking internship with Kelly Pierce with Seventh Planet Entertainment. Mm-hmm. And she's down in DFW, and kind of learned under her wing for 6 months or so. And then when that kind of ended, was right when I started getting decent at it. Like for months, I was very unsuccessful. Could not book anything, and
really
was just struggling with it. And then finally started to kind of get some traction. And then the internship was over, and I was like, I kind of want to still do this. I feel like I'm just now starting to figure it out. And so at the time I started, it was just Grant Fithen booking. And then I went into Loud and Heavy. And then kind of just the whole heart behind that has been trying to make Amarillo a good spot for musicians, someone helping get you some jobs and promotion and all that kind of stuff. Because you know as well as I do, there's so many talented people here that as soon as they get some notoriety, they leave because Amarillo doesn't support them as well as they should. And so trying to fight that battle of like, hey, we have the talent, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Trying to support them and try to keep them here. Or, you know, if they're going to tour or whatever, just come back here, invest in the scene a little bit, because we see a lot of people that are Amarillo famous, and then they almost don't want anything to do with Amarillo after, and they aren't really proud to be from here and all that. And
but
that's what I want to see.
There are ones that do, though. I mean, like Cody Jasper, one of them. You know, I mean,
absolutely.
He's starting to kind of break through, and he's doing real well right now.
Yeah, every time Cody comes back, he's letting an opener that's local, you know, and it does so much because he's bringing a huge crowd. And I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. We're losing a young lady on the rise. She's going to be in a future episode. It's Benny Miller.
Yeah.
And she's moving to Vermont.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. But
didn't even know that was a real place.
Yeah, I know, right? That's just one of those bullshit places. That's where all those stupid libs and Subarus live.
Yeah.
But it's real quick. Is it Fithen or Fithen?
It's Fithen.
Man, dude, I'm sorry, I didn't know that.
No worries at all. It happens all the time.
I saw your logo with the five THN or whatever it was, and I was like, Fithen? Is it Fithen? And I thought about that last night, and I meant to ask you that before I started talking to all these people.
Oh, no worries at all. You're not the first. You're not the last.
Yeah, it's a cool last name. What is the last name from?
To be honest, I'm not 100%. I've been told that it was English, but I've also been told it was German.
Right.
I have no idea if either of those are accurate.
Yeah.
But if anyone listening knows, please let me know.
Yeah, comments there.
Yeah.
So you've got Loud and Heavy booking.
Yes, sir.
You're in Ghst of Gray County.
Yes, sir.
You do like a jazz thing too, don't you?
So that had just ended.
Okay.
I was in a jazz trio called Brasswire Trio.
Oh yeah.
And
played at Butler's.
yes. And so CJ Rogers and Dax Griffin were in that band with me. Awesome guys. And CJ had moved to Fort Worth for work, and then Dax moved to Portland, Oregon for college.
Yeah.
And so it kind of just ended.
I think I remember CJ.
Yes.
Guitar player?
Yes.
Yeah. Smoking guitar player. Kid's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, real good. CJ is awesome, dude. But since they were moving, I was like, I don't want to go find a whole new band. You know, we were a trio. 2 of them move. It's kind of just over.
I saw a thing the other day. You're doing like an acoustic set with somebody, or
I did a acoustic set with Kinsey Allen.
okay,
she's an awesome singer.
From
good friend of mine. She is from Amarillo, and we had gone to high school together in Bushland.
All right.
Never really talked to each other, knew each other, just knew of each other, and then had a class together at WT for music, and so we got a little closer there. And then she usually plays with her dad, accompanying her on guitar. And her dad had hurt his shoulder, and so he was out for a little bit, and she still wanted to get some gigs, and so I filled in for a little bit, but she should be. I think she played She played Friday night at Six Car with her dad, and so her dad's back in business and back to it. But doing that, and then some solo guitar stuff, and trying to scratch an itch of multiple genres, I guess.
You're all over the place, bro. You got a rehearsal studio?
Yes, sir.
What's it called?
Space Camp.
That is Space Camp. Okay.
Space Camp Studios.
You record there too, or is it?
I don't record there right now. It had used to be the studios, you know. And
Mason Smith had that place, yeah.
Yeah, and I want to someday bring that back to it.
Yeah.
I know it can be brutal starting a studio,
yeah.
and even just the investment to get all the equipment and all that. Yeah, yeah, as you know, yeah. It's very, very scary. And so what I'm kind of looking at right now is trying to set up at least one of the rooms to maybe do like some demos and bring that recording aspect back, and then just try to grow it from there.
Yeah.
But right now it's mainly just a rehearsal space, and then I've started teaching guitar out of it too.
Oh, badass.
And so
you and Tyler both teaching guitar out of there, right?
Yes, sir.
You got a drummer teaching there too?
Yeah. We don't have any drum students at the moment, but we have a teacher on standby. It's Chansley Stater. He's playing with Black Tower Volt.
Oh, okay. I know who that kid is. Yeah, I haven't met Chance yet. But,
great drummer.
And so, are there any bass teachers? Like, do you have is there a mentally challenged person in the community that wants to teach bass?
At the moment, no. At the moment, right now, it's I would be able to teach a beginner bass, but it's coming from a guitar player. Yeah. Like, I know my notes and kind of but actual bass stuff, no. Once they got to that point, I would encourage them to go someone better.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, everything I know on bass is just, I know my notes because of guitar.
Yeah. What is the definition of a bass player? That's a failed guitar player.
Yes.
Thank you.
It is.
That's my joke for the week.
Daniel, if you're listening, you need to hear that. That's my bass player.
Yeah. Suck it, Daniel.
Anyway, I found that a lot of bass players are actually scary good at guitar.
Oh, yeah.
And Daniel's one of those. And I always give him a hard time. I'm like, stay in your lane, dude.
Yeah.
You're forced
get out of my range.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? Yeah. A lot of bass players and drummers are shockingly good at Guitar Hero too.
Yes.
Because of the percussiveness of it.
Yeah.
And as much as I give bass players shit, it's the kind of the glue that holds the band together. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like the babble fish between the guitar player and the drums.
Yeah.
You know, if you will.
When I first started playing with Ghst County, it was a very weird setup. It was drums, and then Jared and Taylor both played acoustic and both sang, and that was it. And then I joined on electric, and I would sometimes bring a bass and play a couple songs on bass.
Yeah.
But we were like, yeah, it sounds pretty good. Like, let's just do this. And then a lot of people would tell us, like, y'all need a bass player. And we're like, it sounds fine.
Yeah.
And then Drake started playing bass for us. And then we were like,
oh, yeah.
Now
there's all those
now
frequencies.
It sounds way better. And when we was gone, we were like, it sounds empty. And I remember learning that, like, real quick. You don't realize what it is till you lose it. And then you're like, that's what the bass is. That's what it provided, you know.
The whole... There's like a whole air
in
there that you didn't know existed. I've got a little like 2-piece project right now too.
Oh, nice.
And we're splitting, so it's just me. I'm playing guitar with this one, and I'm running an AB box with an octave pedal into the bass amp, so that I can. It's almost like the opposite of like a Royal Blood type thing, you know, where I'm getting a low end signal just so I can have some thicker lows, you know, and it's clean.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that.
And that's just for practice. I don't know what we're recording all.
Who's playing with you?
Her name's Lauren.
Okay.
Lauren Jones. Yeah.
I'm excited to hear that, dude.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's a killer drummer and a good nurse practitioner.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in my band Chooch years ago, and so like we've had this like kind of weird, just we've been friends for a long time. She got out of the scene for a long time, had a kid, all that stuff, and she's one of the only people that I can just be like completely relaxed with how I create. She and I can just make eye contact and jam,
Yeah.
And that eye contact is so important, like especially when you know zero theory. Big change coming.
Yeah. No, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, because you can't create that.
Right.
It's just that chemistry between certain people. I always tell my drummer Brad. Sometimes I think I know when he's going halftime before he does, because there's just some sort of chemistry. Like he does some cue, or maybe I just feel it, or whatever it is. But every time he goes halftime, I know right when it's coming, and we'll hit it with him. And so
you can't pay for that kind of necessity.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And working with drummers that don't have that is exhausting.
Yeah.
I mean, Parlo, my last drummer, even though he got dropped on his head as a baby, he can still. He just has that mystique where he can just change. Be a song we never played together before.
Yeah.
We've improv and stuff, and it's just go.
Yeah, like with those kinds of guys, you can take a request on the spot and just do it, and they have your back, and it's a way different feeling than some of the guys that, unless you rehearse that 10 times, like we're not even going to touch it live, which I respect too, but the ability to just jam or just go into something, I love that. I think it's needed.
Do you have any other projects that we don't know about yet?
Let me think.
That you're willing to share?
I've been playing with Tyler, and we've been doing that. We've been calling it dueling guitars. We're not really battling. We might get to that, but we're kind of just jamming together. It's just a catchy name for it. But we're hoping to play some more shows doing that.
Right.
And then there's an indie project with two of my buddies. I don't know how much of this they want me to share, but so I won't say names or nothing like that.
Right.
But, yeah.
Super secret shit there.
They're just wanting to jam and see what happens. They're like, we don't know if we want to play shows or just record or just jam. And so we haven't made time for it yet, but we're hoping to do that and just see kind of what happens. But besides that, I think just kind of filling in. I've been playing with Handshakes and Kinsey and just staying busy like that. And then I'm trying to think if there's any other big projects. I think just mainly
any big shows coming. You do like a Christmas thing or anything like that?
I mean, so there's one I want to do again this year. Last year in December, I call it the Pampa Party, and it was Special Case, Ghst County, and Steel and Handshakes all in one night. The idea of it was bringing them to Amarillo to show Amarillo people like, hey, this is the sound of Pampa.
Yeah.
And come support, all that kind of stuff. And I want to do that again this year. And I know one person I would like to add, maybe two actually now I think about it, is there's Arian Keller. She's the singer-songwriter that just got her audition with American Idol and all that. So she's doing really well and excited for that. I haven't heard an update on it. I think it's still waiting.
Right.
But I hope the best for her. She's a super nice person. But having her do like maybe acoustic opener, and then do you know Aaron Danner?
I do not. I think I've heard the name.
I might mess up this little history, but from my understanding, I think he grew up in the White Deer area and then had moved. He was working with Oddfellas doing video work.
Okay.
And then he had moved to Austin area for a while, and then now he's back and he's running Pampa Radio.
Oh, word.
And
I saw the Pampa Radio thing. That's where I saw the name. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And then that's Aaron, and he has a band called Man, just MAN.
Okay.
And, they're really good. They do like I don't know if I would call it dad rock or maybe a little hint of shoegaze. It's a cool style though. But it's cool to see him doing it because I didn't know he had musical interest. I didn't know if he was just wanting to be professional in the scene
Yeah.
and do stuff behind the scenes or what. And now he's got his band and frontman and all that. So I'd like to have them out if they're available too, and just have a Pampa Party round 2 in December.
Oh yeah, where'd you do that?
We did the first one at Scooters.
Oh, word, okay.
And so I need to talk with Dwayne. I haven't talked to him in a little bit, but see kind of what his availability is and if we could do that.
I wonder how that guy's doing, man. He's they've been through a bit, you know, with Michelle and everything.
Yeah.
But I know he's still booking, and there's still music happening there. Relics played there. Bunch of local bands played.
Relics good. I want to see them live. I've just seen video, and I think they're cool.
Yeah, they're a great band. Postman and I are old fart heads, you know.
Yeah.
They've been on the show before. Him and Randy. And Postman just lives up the street. Chris wrote a book. Believe it or not, yeah.
Huh.
Like he wrote a book years ago.
I had talked to him on the phone one time.
Yeah.
Postman. So
yeah, and interesting dudes. Good band. You know, they've got cool marketing. They've done they gave us a one of the shows. We got a cassette. Like, okay.
Huh.
And it's a freaking USB drive. You pull it out and you plug it into a USB drive. I was like, oh, that's badass.
Oh, that's super cool. Yeah. I noticed that too. Because there's a lot of bands in Amarillo that are like, I guess what I would call like, I don't know if I could call it something, but it's like I think you'll know what I'm saying. It's like a bunch of older guys that are real talented that are just for fun, like, hey, let's jam, make some cash.
Yeah.
And it seems like I get you. It seems like Relic was like that, and then but they promote so hard and have a real professional EPK and all that.
Yeah.
And so it was almost like a pleasant surprise seeing it, because I was like, I bet these guys are good, but I thought they were kind of those hidden like talent that you see. But then they were real professional on even the promotion and the like all the before the show stuff.
They present themselves well. I mean, those guys are pros.
Yeah.
There's a few of them out there. I'm not one of them, but there's a lot of good pros out there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of raw bands out there. You know, we've got punk bands and stuff here. Like, I don't know if you've like dived into the punk scene much here. We've got like a crazy punk scene here, an insane metal scene. Like, I would have never thought in a million years that metal would have exploded in Amarillo the way it has. Like it just boggles the mind, and it's good production. Yeah, like you listen to stuff. These guys have pro artwork done, pro sound. Like everything's done well. You know, everything's super rehearsed. Like they're tight.
Yeah.
Bear the mark. Insane band.
Oh,
you know?
They're real good.
Discarcia, Trench Rat. You know, there's
Berserk
like
is real good.
Berserk. I love Berserk. Yeah,
Berserk is awesome.
There's so many good bands. Bar Down is one of the punk scene. I love those dudes, and it just kind of blows my mind that and all this kind of happened kind of fast. You know?
I agree. I think a big credit goes to Tony with the Atomic Yellow, and Anthony with the Rockwell.
They've
been investing in the metal scene, and it's been fruitful. Because I agree. That's something with Loud and Heavy. I haven't booked too many metal shows, but I want to, and I see all of it happening, and I'm like, dude, these guys are so good.
Yeah.
And I agree, because I would say even 2 years ago, there wasn't that big of a metal scene compared to how it is now. Yeah. And there's shows probably every Friday, Saturday night that are good metal shows, it seems.
They're staying busy.
Yeah.
I think my buddy John Alexander's he works with Anthony at Rockwell. I haven't been out there yet.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Yeah. I need to check it out. You been to the Lumberyard yet?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you play there?
Yeah, I was there last night watching Black Tower Volt.
Oh, badass. Okay.
They killed it.
Yeah.
They killed it.
Get out of the house. It's like my wife's a homebody, man. Like it's hard to get her out of the house, and because she doesn't want to go anywhere, I'm like, I'll stay home.
Yeah, no, I get you. I get you.
Then I'll pester her and like, hey babe, let's go see a band. You know, she's like, you go.
Yeah.
Like last weekend. Time this airs, it would during the fair, but I saw Randall King at the fair.
Okay.
Like, I'm not a big country guy like that, but this guy's good, you know.
Yeah,
And he's
yeah.
from freaking Hereford, man.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
dude has broken through. I mean, he's on a Prevost. He's on a $1 million Prevost.
Yeah.
I mean, just pro setup.
Yeah.
We hung out with the steel players, friend of a friend, and just I got to hang out with those guys and see
cool.
like real production back there. It was really well done. That's the last show I've seen. I got to get out of the house more.
I didn't know he was from Hereford.
Yeah,
I had
didn't
no
either.
clue.
Yeah.
I know the name, but I had no clue he's from Hereford.
All good marketing. And like, all right, here's the deal, guys. If you're a good-looking dude, you're gonna make it in country. All right.
Yes,
that's
that
just
true.
I will never make it in country. But this kid, God bless him, he's good. He's talented. Writes good songs, and he's easy on the eyes. I understand why this guy is so popular amongst the whole front row was nothing but just pretty young girls singing every word to his song. And like they would hold their phones up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like with the screens facing him, like I don't know if it had a message on it or what. But like here and there, he would like grab their phones, click a selfie from the stage with them in the background, and then toss their phone back to him.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's kind of cool,
Yeah,
like
cool.
like that girl's gonna go home or go to school or whatever, and show her friends and go, look what happened,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And and then her metal friends are going to be like, "Who's that?"
Yeah, no,
Anyway.
I agree with that though. Like, me and a buddy the other day we were talking about Parker McCollum. Dude's 6'6", jacked, good-looking guy, can sing beautifully. It's like, man, like this guy's got life on easy mode. I'm like, man, I had to sit there ugly looking at my guitar, try to get good for a long time.
Yeah, my guitar face is like this.
Yeah.
You do the jaw thing, like I move my jaw around weird and shit when I'm trying to play a solo or trying to work something out.
I'll do the like look up, eyes closed a lot, look like I'm asleep pretty much. Yeah,
that's funny. Tell me how. Do you rent rehearsal space?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So
you got any spots open?
I don't have any open long term right now.
Yeah.
But I try to have a space open for temporary stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to just. I don't even really have a set rate for it. I kind of just try to help people out, pay what you can if we can and if it's available. But Bar Down, they practice in I think they had recently moved, but before they had a little like side building where two of them were living, and no AC. It was burning alive in there. And I need to get the AC fixed at Space Camp actually a little bit. One of the units working, one of them's not, but it's a lot cooler than where they were practicing. And so I was letting them come up there and do that kind of thing. But then the other rooms, it's almost like a storage unit that you can practice in, so they can leave their stuff there and all that kind of stuff.
That's the whole reason So I lived in that front house for 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
This place came open about 8 years ago. And I've always just had neighbors, and I decided I didn't want any new neighbors. Mm-hmm. And so I just rent the place, But like took this place over, and it has been a blessing just having, you're not having to set up and tear down. You've just got the studio.
Yeah.
And, and we've got stuff that's tagged for like, there's a drum set here that stays here, doesn't move. We got a drum set in the back for live shows. We've got gear that stays here, and we've got gear that goes out.
Yeah.
And it's just like everything's
That's
kind of designated, and it just makes life so much easier.
Yeah.
I mean, there's part of me that misses, the excitement of going to practice and discovering something new, but it sure takes a lot of stress off,
I agree.
You can just show up, grab a beer, and jam.
Yeah, because it's that's one thing I tell my guitar students. I'm like, make it as easy as possible for you to practice.
Right.
Like if you kind of want to practice, but you got to grab your guitar, plug it in, plug your amp in the wall, plug it into your amp, plug in your pedals, make sure everything's okay, your power supply. Like, you just spent 15 minutes of when you were in the mood to practice is now gone.
Yeah.
You don't even want to practice anymore. And so I'll tell them, like, put an acoustic on a stand and just set it out. Like, you're way more likely to just grab it when you're in that mood, grab it immediately, start plucking, rather than 20 steps to
hit the recorder on your phone, jot it down, don't lose the idea,
and
then park it for later. Even if you don't use it later, you still captured the moment.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's all this crap we got in here, and we can live track rehearsals and stuff, capture demos. You know, if we're like in writing mode,
Yeah.
you know, you can multi-track,
and that's huge. Like as a lead player, as I know you know, is like if I had the demos, that's gonna help so much.
Oh, yeah.
In early Ghst County days, I would really only hear those songs when we'd play them live or practice them, and so I never really wrote too much on it. I would just kind of something in this kind of vein, and go with that. But as we put some music out and I've critiqued it and whatnot, I'm like, I want to sit there and write something, and I need a demo and all that kind of stuff. It makes the world of difference. Because you can't, even if you know the chord progression and the tempo, it's your licks will sound different depending on what the drum groove and you know all that stuff is. So, that's a huge benefit.
It's like four people putting a puzzle together, and you don't know what it's supposed to look like.
Yes, and no, that's a great way to put it. Yeah.
All right, put you on the spot here. What's your favorite place to play?
Currently or kind of all time?
Both.
Okay. I'd say all time. I probably had the most fun shows at Hoots.
Okay. Yeah, agreed.
I had some great time at Hoots.
That sucks that they're shutting down.
Yes, it is.
Or I guess by the time this airs, they will have shut down.
Yeah.
In fact, there's a movie screen in there that I gave to Casey Berry when he had the place. And if they're going to shut down, I want my movie screen back.
Yeah, no.
It's like the big,
I know what
that
you're
big
talking about.
metal motorized one is mine. So
Okay.
I kind of want that back.
Yeah. No,
you guys are watching.
Yeah. Hopefully, you know, who knows by the time this airs what'll happen with it. But that would be probably the one I had the most fun at. And then currently, man, I really like Lumberyard.
Yeah?
I really do like it. I was blessed the opportunity to play with Handshakes on that big stage for Kansas. And then played on the patio stage a couple times, and it's just a good spot.
Yeah.
I think the difference they're making is having a home crowd.
Yeah.
You know, so many bars, they kind of phased in and out of having it. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, depending on the year. But so far, Lumberyard's done a good job at just like having people there, and then you also bring your people.
Yeah.
And such a good way to actually play in front of new people, sell some merch.
Canyon's come a long ways, man.
Yeah,
you know,
it
they've
has.
got Pondaseta now too,
Yeah.
and Lumberyard. It's like Canyon isn't a drag to live at anymore. You know?
I haven't been to the new Pondaseta.
Yeah, it's
but
pretty cool. Yeah.
I need to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. And then Sad Monkey out there.
Oh yeah, Sad Monkey too. Yeah.
We got some good spots in Canyon popping up, and I know the what's that called? I guess it's just called the Farmers Market.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
In the warmer seasons, they have a farmers market in Canyon, and I always see it on Facebook. It's got like, you know, smallest one probably has 500 responses on the event,
wow.
and they have a lot of people go to those.
Cool.
Yeah. A buddy of mine, Canyon, does some custom rings and turquoise jewelry and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he told me that he makes pretty good business out there.
Yeah.
And he'll make rings out of silver knives and spoons and forks and kind of odds and ends like
crazy.
that.
Okay.
But he was telling me it's been super fruitful for him. So
wow, that's cool.
I want to go out there sometime. But
hey,
yeah.
I'm gonna change directions.
Sure.
I'm gonna ask you. You recently released a single out on Spotify, did you not? Like an acoustic stuff that you sang.
I'm
on?
about to release.
You're about to release. Okay.
On Friday, September 26th.
So that's going to drop the 26th. So, yeah. So you guys, that's going to be on Spotify. What name is it under?
It's so I'm doing Fithen, but spelling it the 5THN.
5THN. Okay.
I was
Now, Rye Wolf helped you out with that.
yes,
one,
sir.
didn't he?
Yes, sir. Rye's awesome, man.
He and I played at Butler's on the same day.
Okay.
That's when I met him, and the kid's really good.
He is really good.
Yeah.
He's been doing great with social media. I don't
Yeah.
know if you've been seeing that, but he's been posting a bunch of social media reels and whatnot that he had a few different types, but when I first got to seeing him, he was doing all these ones that were, it was kind of him with his mic and his guitar, and then behind him would be some sort of backdrop. The one I saw was, there's like a stampede, there's like a whole parade or something going on with a bunch of cattle, and they were in the background, and he's singing a song or whatever. and those started really taking off. And then he did a cool scavenger hunt thing, looking for money around Amarillo, and
Oh, interesting.
it just got real creative with it. And I want to say he's close to 10,000 followers, and
Wow.
really
Okay.
boosted his stuff. And
Badass.
they've been working hard, and he's got great music. And I'm a huge blues guy.
Yeah.
And he's been getting into blues, and I love it. But we had gone to that George Thorogood concert at Lumberyard.
Right.
And I was telling him, me and him are both playing that Hoodoo Mural Festival.
Yeah. That's coming up.
And I was telling him, I was like, man, I feel like I'm the only one on that doesn't have like music out under my name. And he was like, we could record something, dude. He's like, do you have something ready? And I was like, yeah, I have a few written, whatever. And he was like, I have like stuff set at my house. Like that's where I record. Like just come by, and was super generous with it, helped me out with it. And we finished it that day, in a few takes, and then he mixed it. Before I left his house, I had the master.
No
kidding. And I was like, dude, this is crazy. And I know it's, just one track, so it's a little simpler, but
Foot in the
he
door,
was
man.
working real fast, and I can't thank him enough for doing that for me.
What's the song called?
It's called Daydream, and it's just an instrumental song.
Yeah.
I can't sing. There's lyrics to it that I had
bet
written.
you can.
Not well.
I can hear your voice. I can tell.
Oh man, someday I want to.
Yeah.
But it's what's weird with my voice is my ear's not bad, but my voice doesn't want to work with it.
Yeah.
So I'll know, like when I was in Emerald College and we had ear training class, and that was a nightmare for me. If anyone's watching this, that was a classmate of mine, they'll confirm that. But it was just so hard for me, and I would sing something to him, and I would be like, before he even graded me, I'd be like, wait, that third note was flat, and I got off here, and I knew what I did, but I couldn't fix it. And so that's how it is with me singing is I'll be singing, I'm like, oh, that's off, but I can't fix it for a second, and then I'll kind of fall back into it.
Yeah.
So I just need to work on it, but
like anything else, man, it takes practice.
Yeah.
We've been doing this kind of fun thing here, and it's stupid, but we've been doing karaoke.
Yeah.
Just in this room.
Okay.
And just finding something that's kind of challenging and just karaokeing
That's
and just
actually
having
a good
fun.
idea. Yeah.
Yeah, and it takes the stress of playing the music out.
Yes.
Just find a good karaoke, something, just blast through it and just find the notes. And but like we're not. Some karaoke is intentionally bad. Like we're trying to get it right. Trying to do it good. And it's been a lot of fun, man. So
Dude, that's actually a good idea.
Might not be a bad idea. Just put some headphones on or whatever. In a room in your studio and just
I think that's
hammer it out.
Yeah, because I've been playing guitar with it, and as a guitar player, I'll start getting critical of guitar.
Right.
My voice starts falling apart and all that.
So it kind of helps you isolate just your voice, and you've got the accompaniment. You can find the notes. Hell, record it and then go back and listen to it and see how you did.
Yeah. That's a brave task.
It's
right
a brave
there.
task, but man, that's how you get better at it. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know if it's helped me out or not. I guess I'd have to have somebody from the crowd tell me, but I don't sing much right now. So
Do you feel like it's helping?
yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, then probably is.
Yeah, I don't smoke or anything like that. Vape or anything. So a lot of these guys that smoke and vape and all that stuff, I'm like, get you some lemon. You fix your voice, hockaloogie, whatever you got to do.
Get some honey or whatever. Yeah.
I feel like we're missing something. Oh yeah, you married?
I'm not.
Had a boy. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So far, no woman's been been willing to take that challenge.
Tell you what, man, you guys can be dream killers. My wife's not. But
yeah.
I've had many a band yokoed.
Yeah. No, I've seen that as well. There's some scary talented people that you and I know, but then there's some scary talented people that aren't even gigging. That their wife doesn't want them at the bar. Man, understandable.
Exactly, dude. And there's so many avenues, though. I mean, you don't have to play in a bar.
Right.
I mean, you can play at a restaurant. You can play
you
in a
go
patio
play Teddy
somewhere.
Jacks
Teddy Jacks or something. And there's places out there, open mics, things like that. 806 does an open mic. I do an open mic. Butler's.
Shout out Butler.
Shout out Butler. Every other Wednesday, by the way, unless they have told me to go eat it. So, but there is a lot of talent. We used to do this show at the 806 years ago called Grumpy Old Men, right?
Okay.
And it was just AJ, it's kind of, I'll get into that later. AJ Swope was one of the first ones that did it with us a long time ago. And it was just guys that you knew play. Their buddies. We all hung out. These guys weren't in bands, but they played. And so we made a big deal out of it. And we did a songwriter type circle, or just did cover. Didn't really care.
Yeah.
Just come out and play. It's kind of what we do now at Butler's. And that's just so someone, just give them a chance to go have a gig.
Yeah.
You know, what are you doing Friday night? I've got a gig. You know, and that just feels cool.
Yeah,
you know?
no, absolutely.
Even if you don't do it all the time, you know, just saying you got a gig.
Yeah,
you know, it's and experience that side of music. You know, where you got your own captive audience. And
it's so good because that gives a chance for everyone that doesn't have 3 hours of music or whatever crazy amount. You know, they can say, "Hey, I got 2 good ones. I'll do these 2 and try them out."
Yeah,
and I think without those, we'd have way less people ever start.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There was a dude at the last open mic that I did. I've got his card. I can't remember his name.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. You told me about him. I saw you at R&R after. Was it Brandon?
Oh, so yeah, Brandon Borup is one of them.
Okay.
And he's kind of blowing up. He's not blowing up. I don't know what you want to call it. He's just he's booking everywhere.
Yeah.
And he surprised the hell out of everyone. Nobody knew who he was, right? And then he busts out like a looper box and got drums and everything on it.
Yeah.
And dude did like a full production, and he did covers, but he did such killer job on them.
Yeah.
He covered Footloose.
I didn't know he was doing looper and all that.
That's cool. He did like a full setup, and he sounded freaking great. He's got a beautiful Breedlove guitar.
Yeah.
And just sounded fantastic, and I mean, just came in, killed it, and then he had to smoke it out of there because he had to go, hang out with his wife.
Yeah.
And the funny thing about that was that Wednesday night I met him. So I do tech work for my regular job, and the very next morning, 12 hours later, I met his wife. Total freak deal.
Yeah.
I did some work for her computer.
She's a nice one.
Yeah, she's Irma.
Yeah.
Super cool chick. Yeah, I think aren't they from Bushland also, or something like that?
I don't know where they're from. I know Brandon. I
There's
think
a teacher
he helps
out
the
there.
band.
Yeah, he's a band director out there. That's what it was.
Yeah.
There was this other dude though. Oh my gosh, I can't remember his name. Long black hair, trucker hat, cowboy boots. Oh God, I can't remember his name. Played all originals and absolutely just crushed it. Just sounded great. Had a great, good country voice.
Yeah.
And he's putting together a band. I'm like, get a band together, bro. Let's in fact, I think I told him to get a hold of you when he gets his band together for booking. That is an example of one of those guys that just started working on it at home, got good at it, and was like, you know what, I'm going to put a band together.
There's some of those guys that even their first show, you're like, where have you been, dude?
Where the hell have you come from?
Yeah, if I could sing like that, I would have been on, I don't know, the Grand Ole Opry or something, like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's got a great voice. I'm just like, where the fuck did you come from? And I'm, I can do okay, but I didn't want to play after this guy. I'm like, really?
Yeah. That's when you know someone's good.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Lost Mine Lumber Company from Lubbock? Shout out those guys. Trey Clarkson. They used to go by Trey Clarkson Band.
Yeah, I know Trey.
And then they transferred into Lost Mine. But his guitar player Mike, insane. And if he's listening to this, he'll be all humble and tell you he's not. But he's doing all the sweep picking and just you hear 30 notes in a second, and it's all beautiful. But the thing is about him is a lot of those guys can only play fast. He can also play very tasteful, and I'm like, man. So me and Tyler, we talk and we're like, I just don't want him opening for us,
right?
But we also do because we love that band.
Yeah.
But we're like, that's a doozy is having him open, and then
and then you're like, now what?
What am I gonna play?
It's one of my mom's old friends when he was alive was this dude named Robert. And he saw Ike and Tina Turner and the Stones and stuff in the 60s. And he saw Ike and Tina Turner open for the Rolling Stones in Fort Worth, right?
Yeah, that's insane.
And he remembers it was a big deal. People could hear Mick Jagger bitching about it in the background because Ike and Tina smoked the Stones. Their show was so good. And they were so on. And the Stones didn't want to go on after him. It was like a 45-minute gap in between them, like where he was just stomping around pits because he didn't want to go after that.
Yeah. I grew up a huge Guns N' Roses fan.
Yeah.
And so I had read a book about them one time, and they had a thing like that with Aerosmith because they had been on Aerosmith's tour while they were blowing up.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a point on that tour where people were showing up to watch Guns and then leave before Aerosmith.
Right.
Which is, I would stay for both. I would be there for Guns, but I would stay for both. Yeah, then there's inner beef there. And
those egos, man.
Yeah.
Those are violent monsters.
But in my opinion, that's who I would want opening for me. It's someone that makes me be like, I have to bring my A game.
Yeah.
And
you got to get on top of your shit.
Yeah, because shout out to these guys in Fort Worth, Rob Brooks band.
Mm-hmm.
Good buddies of mine. But we had played with them at Hoots one time, and when they were playing, they were opening, and when they were playing, we were all kind of, we being ghosts, we were looking at each other, and we were like, eyes wide. We were like, dude, these guys are good.
Yeah.
And so we were like, we have to bring it. And then it brought us up to a whole nother level. And after that, we were able to say, well, we did that before. Let's just keep doing that. But that's what pushed us to it was we were like, we don't want to get shown up in front of all our friends and family.
Got to at least be on the level,
And it took Rob bringing it, for us to bring it. And so I support stuff like that. Like, I don't want an opener that I can blow out of the water.
Right.
I want someone that's like, oh, I gotta bring it, or else people will say, why aren't these guys the headliner?
Right. Yeah. You don't want to be in that position.
Yeah.
Like, hey, why did they open for you?
Yeah. I like having a really good opener like that kind of shocked your fans too.
Yeah.
Or even just like a co-headline, like us and Handshakes, just we don't care who opens.
Right.
We're like, let's just play together.
I don't like headlining.
Yeah.
I hate it. It's
Sometimes
like
it's not a good experience.
it's just I want to, especially like we've played these multi-band things. I never want to be the last man. It sucks, and half people are gone. Like the sweet spot in the middle. I want to hang out, see the bands before, play my set, and I want to catch the rest of the show.
I agree with that. Yeah,
high five, people buy shots, all that other stuff. It's a good time.
Every musician has had that time where there's 70 people in the room.
Yeah,
and then that band gets done playing it. All right, it's time for us. You're setting up. By the time you're set up, there's 10 people in the room.
Yeah.
And you're like, man, there was just a full room,
Yeah.
Everyone's felt that. And I don't blame people for going to see their friend and going home.
Yeah.
But I try to always tell people that come see me, I'm like, just stay for a little bit of this band.
Hang out for the last band. Yeah.
I'm like, just, that's why we're playing together. It's so that we can all bring a bigger crowd for each other. So if you leave, it defeats the purpose. But trying to tell people that. But I've noticed that too. Is I've seen a lot of new faces at shows.
Yeah.
I like seeing that. Because for a long time there, it was like, me, you, Remy, Tyler. Just musicians really that were out there.
Guys that stand in the back of the room, with their arms crossed, just watching everything. Yeah.
I've seen Remy at ton of shows.
Yeah.
Remy's a huge friend of the music scene. Shout out Remy.
Shout out Remy. Remy boy.
But I feel like it's starting to change a little bit where more people are stepping up like that. Where it's like, hey, you don't have to just play guitar for your band or play drums for your band or whatever. Like Remy does sound work and is doing help with this and is, doing all this fill-in work here and there. Maybe not currently, but typically has his own projects, usually going and whatnot, where it helps so much. When one person is just like, I'm just gonna pour into this, the whole scene goes up, and I think Remy's a great example of that.
Yeah,
because he's doing that open mic and he's doing tons of stuff still when he's on hiatus,
he's helped with country bands, and he's like he's so far removed from that scene and that genre, but he was there. He's playing bass for, he played bass for Travis for a while and did a bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
He's just a music guy.
Yeah, good bass player, good. Because I know with Native Crowds, I loved his song Limerence.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That is a beautiful song,
Yeah.
man.
Remy's a very poetic dude.
Yeah, it's
very sweet
beautiful,
soul.
dude. And as far as I know, I think he, on most of his tracks with Native, he had recorded most of the instruments, if not all,
Mm-hmm.
and done the mixing, mastering, and that's wearing 20 different hats, you know? So you got to respect that.
So Limerence is one of like the 3 songs that have other people playing on them. And yeah, so Limerence is one of them. And that was produced actually and mixed and mastered by Harvey Garza. And then Chuck and Colin and BJ also played on that song. But there are a lot of songs that I've done that were just me. But I just wanted to at least give kudos to the guys that made that one of the best performing songs that I ever put out. So Harvey Garza, Chuck Taylor, BJ Dyer, and Colin Judd all made that song really, really beautiful. So that's my editor's note. Okay, bye.
You know,
Remy does the editing on this show too. So
Yes.
yeah, shout out and some of the interviews. You guys will be seeing a lot more of Remy, right, Remy?
Shout out Remy.
Yeah.
We see you, Remy.
See you, boy. We've covered a lot of ground here today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad to hang out.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
I'm glad to know that you live in Amarillo. That's cool.
Yeah.
So I don't know why I had it in my head that you lived in Pampa.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm there all the time, and the rest of the guys, or I guess now our new bass player. You need to meet Daniel sometime. He's a great guy. But he lives in Amarillo too, so now there's 2 of us.
Oh, wow.
But before him, our bass player was Mason. He was also not a Pampa guy, so we kind of.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like we're Gray County, but also.
Yeah. We're gonna steal all of Gray County's good musicians and take them to Amarillo.
Yeah. Playing with Handshakes too. I started making the joke. I'm like, I'm just Pampa's guitar player.
Yeah, just
And you know, if Jesse from A Special Case is hearing this, know that I am Pampa's guitar player, Jesse. No, have you met Jesse?
I think so. Those guys have been here before. It's been
It
a
could have
while.
been at that time. It could have been Richard.
That sounds more right. It's been 2-3 years.
Richard Spence.
Yeah.
Richard's
yeah,
a
that
great
was
guitar
yeah,
player.
that was Richard Spence,
but
yeah.
Jesse is this young cat that I met him actually at that Pampa party last December, and they did their sound check, and I was watching, and I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, this kid is insane, and he was doing all that kind of stuff I was talking about my friend Mike earlier, doing the sweep picking and stuff. He's just like that, and I went up to David, and I was like, where did you find this guy? And he's telling me, he's like, yeah, dude, this guy is insane, right? And like he was just like, you know, stoked that he was in his band, and but I think Jesse's 20, and it's just like you would jaw drop seeing this guy play.
That's awesome.
But yeah, so I'll give him some compliments since I was just bashing him, make up for it a little bit.
Guys, check out Ghost of Gray County. Check out Fithen.
Fithen.
5THN on Spotify.
Yes, sir.
If you need some rehearsal Space Camp Studios out there on Facebook, I think. You have a website?
I don't have a website for Space Camp yet.
Yeah.
I need to get one. Maybe by the time this airs, I will.
Yeah.
So feel free to check it out.
And then, of course, Loud and Heavy Booking. You bands need a little help trying to find a gig. It's your boy.
Yes, sir. Would love to help as much as I can.
Again, guys, thanks so much for watching. Please like, follow, subscribe, tell your friends. You know, we're doing what we can here. I'm a small outfit. I don't make any money on this thing. It's just for fun and recognition. So thanks to all of you guys that have supported us so far. Thank you for being on the show.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
All right, brother.
Amarillo rocks.
Amarillo rocks.
Yes, sir.